Hey everyone, Mango7 here, how we doing today? Welcome to another Epic 7 video. Today we're going to talk about Yuna. And I think Yuna's one of those units I think most people should kind of be working towards right now. There's really no reason not to. It's a really good way to get a 5-star character for free, end quote, and also get somebody that's pretty good all around for a lot of different things. I notice she's also used in a lot of top players PvP, kind of replacing Silk. And it's really just good XP to do this. And this is one thing I want to get through people's heads right now and let you know is Catalyst's drop rate sucks. Like, you guys all know the drop rate is really low, but that is okay. You're not just farming your Catalyst. While you're farming these Catalysts, you're also farming XP on your monsters, most importantly, making those 6 stars. You're farming gold, you're farming drops, you're farming urgent missions, everything. So it's okay if you don't get them right away, and you won't get them right away unless you're ridiculously lucky. This is a 5-star unit for free. Remember, this is gonna take a long time. So Yuna here, her third ability is just huge damage. Just damage. I'm not sure how much damage it does. Her second skill is kind of the best thing she has. I really like this skill. It buffs attack and speed, and buffs in this game are very good, especially for PvE content, and especially for like first turn buffers on PvP. Getting attack and speed on your first turn is just really good. And she's actually helped out by this because she's got 112 base speed, which is actually pretty freaking fantastic here. She also has a first turn increasing the combat readiness by 6% per target, and she attacks all enemies as well. Just a pretty solid unit overall. I think she'll shine in a ton of different content, which is what I really enjoy. So the scary part about her is the farm. Yes, you can get her for free. No, it's not gonna be quick. We can scroll down to Yuna here, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to do, and we're just gonna walk through each and every one of these for you. The first one is friendship with Hazel. The best way to do this, I think, is just to hit go. Let's see where that takes us. Oh, it actually takes us to the right place. So the best way to farm friendship that I've found, this might be incorrect, is just go to 1-5 here, pick anybody, and let's just pick a random team with people we want to make friends with. So let's go right over here, and let's say we want to make friends with these people. So let's find our Hazel. The sorting system is terrible. I know a Hazel's in here somewhere. Here we go. Let's find Hazel. We'll just throw her in here, and then we'll just hit start. This is 2 stamina per run. This is also used for healing your units. If you don't want to pay the extra gold to heal, you can also do this exact same thing. And what I do is I just teleport to the end here, and then heal up if you need to heal. You can use those 2 potions there, and then just leave. Really quick, only takes not very much, and you get friendship while you do this. You can see those little hearts come up. That's the fastest way to do this, but I would just put her on my team and just grind somewhere, honestly. She is getting a specialty change soon, so I think most people should just have her as 5-star, because why not get those specialties going? She's gonna drink that beauty potion and turn into a stunner instead of the nerd style. So next up here, let's go back to the table, is Ultra Fangs, and I've already turned in my 6 Ultra Fangs. You need 6 of those, and this is actually really easy to do right now. Not easy, sorry, maybe easy is not the right word. It is still time intensive, but with this concerto, I'm sorry for pronouncing that wrong, we can go into here and go into adventure, and we can switch to world difficulty at the bottom right. You can't see it because Yuna's hiding it. And we can just look through the thingies. I can't remember which Fang we were looking for, but I know 1-1 drops an Ultra Fang. This is one of the stage I farmed, and you can farm this with 1 DPS and 3 fodders. That's the way I did it. You can even do like 4 fodders and a carry on your friends list for maximum XP. There's also a ton of other places that drop it too, like this one as well. This one has Blessing of Orbis, so I would just find one of these stages that kind of matches what else you need to drop and farm that one. There's also a ton more stages. I have this spreadsheet open here. I can try to leave this in the description below, but I'm sure I'm gonna forget, but hopefully somebody else can link it. It shows where they drop here for Chapter 1, 4, S1, S6, Chapter 8, S3 to 5. And again, the harder difficulty is probably the better place to go for this. So you can look through these stages, see if there's any other catalysts that have what you want in it, and then start farming that stage. It really doesn't matter which one you do. I personally did this here because you want to clear out the shop, and every extra 15 you get gives you 2,500 gold on top of that. So I think it's a fantastic way to farm right now. Next up on the list is another Fang, I believe. Let's go back to good old table here and find Yuna. Twisted Fangs. Okay, so we're going to be doing the same sort of thing here, but this is a little harder one. This one I had to use 2 fodder and 2 carry characters, I think, but I was a little weaker when I was doing this. It depends on how strong you are. I believe I did this one right here in Ice Ring Fork, and we can see it drops Twisted Fangs, it also drops Cold Looks, and it also drops Strange Jelly. I think it drops elsewhere too, you just need to figure out where, or it might just be that one. Yeah, it looks like it's just that one actually, so I would farm this one right here, and alternatively we have that spreadsheet going on. We can see that Twisted Fangs are down here, so you can farm those on 8, Chapter 8, 4 to 6, 8 to 10, S2 and S3. These might be better than this stage here, to be honest, but I'm not sure. Just try out whichever one works best for you, and if you haven't finished the grind yet for this event, definitely do it in the event. So next up is the real grind, and this is probably the hardest part of all of Yuna. The Fangs, you can expect to get a couple a day if you're lucky or unlucky, depending on how long you play. It took me multiple days of like 14 hours a day to get them all, just as a heads up. But you will make tons of XP while you do this. Next up here are the hard ones, the Blazing Soul Catalyst. I have 2 so far, and we need to give her 3. This is by far the hardest one. I'm gonna show you my run, I guess, just because this is one you will have trouble with, and you do need to be stronger for this one. This is in Chapter 4-9 on World difficulty, and this actually has given me a lot of problems, but I found the best way to do this is just with a double healer setup. So I just go to my healer tab and pick any healer here, and I run through it with this team right here actually, and I put in a fodder in the 4th spot. So let's do let's actually just keep Hazel in. We need her friendship up anyway. So this is the team I use. I use Araminta, who is the worst here because it is a water-based team, Destina to cleanse, and I use Lorena for DPS, and then I use a second healer. So my runs are pretty slow, but they are consistent. I very rarely ever fail. If you have somebody built up like Sid or Silk works, 5-star Silk would be fantastic here, or just literally anybody but a fire unit, you're gonna have a much easier time for this. I could not really do this without double healer because of my Araminta just not being the right color, but it's pretty solid. And you can get tons of chests here. You can get tons of bounty missions as well, and that's the other thing. You can be farming Lorena's specialty change to get that bounty mission done too. And if you aren't familiar with how bounties work, the further you are in the story, so let's say I have one account, two accounts that are exact duplicates of each other. One account has cleared normal but hasn't done hard, and the other account is halfway through hard. Even though they're the same power level, same everything, the only difference is one has cleared more story. The one that has cleared more story is going to proc higher level bounties and going to get way better gear from it. I've very often gotten tier 4 epics and tier 5 epics for my bounties, so it's really worth it. Spend that time to push into the hard modes to try to get this done and get further into the game. Even if you can't kill all the areas in the stage, like there's certain stages that are very difficult that I can't beat yet, still try to push as far as you can away for that bounty missions. And just a side note too, while we're watching this take a long time, if you want to ever promote your Lorena, you would do it ASAP, because her unlock for specialty change is 10,000 kills on any monsters, and most importantly 50 bounty missions. So you want to have that unlocked as fast as possible just so you're getting these done. And if you are farming those Twisted Fangs and other Fangs, I got so many bounty missions during that, so definitely do that there. I'm pretty sure if I had unlocked Lorena before I did that, I would have Lorena's commander completely unlocked at this point. Okay, so this takes a while with my team, and I've been doing this for a long time. I did it for 14 hours yesterday straight, and I got 0 drops for the first 13.5 hours. And then the last half of it, the last half an hour right before I went to sleep, I got 2 drops. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I just need one more. I'm hoping to get it today. Maybe I shouldn't have done a run, or maybe I should have fast forwarded it because this is going to take a while. But I want to show you how I do this, because this will help you do it with a much weaker team. Because in all honesty, my 2 backline are not the best geared, and they're not the best element. So if you have like a 5-star Sid or a 5-star any win DPS, you'll have a much easier time. The other thing to note here is cleansing is insane, immunity is insane. That'll really help you out, because the way she works is if you're poisoned when she uses her ability on you, she does a second AoE after. So that needs to just not be poisoned. Like if she was already poisoned there, she would have done a second AoE and done a ton more damage. So the cleanse is absolutely amazing. Also, with Banshees at 50%, she's going to split into 4, and the reason why we're saving these burns at the bottom here is just to make sure we can try to once or twice use the Guardian to clear out those minions. So next attack, she just broke 50, so next attack she's going to split up, so I'm just going to queue up my Guardian at the bottom here. I don't think I'm going to have enough for a second burn here, so these might get some hits off, but it is absolutely a-okay. Oh, no, I could have used it there. So I'm going to use a second now. And if you let these Banshees get some damage off, you're going to have a bad time, so definitely try to do this way if you can. I can full auto it with double healer, but with 1 DPS I can't. And you can see I am getting wrecked by my Lorena there, but we've got 2 Destinas, so it's fine. I actually like Angelica better for this than Destina because of the immunity and everything. The only reason I can use my Araminta is just because her gear is so nutso, by the way. So, again, try to get some wind units. I wish they would hurry up. I think if I was able to use somebody else's DPS, or I had a better DPS backline, I could speed this up 50%. So really easy to think about, and really good long-term goal right now. This is definitely the last thing you should be farming, just as a heads up too. Just because you want this farm to be the least amount of fails as physically possible. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's go, team. We should kill it with the next Lorena hit. Hit him, Lorena. Oh, no. There we go. This will kill him. This will kill him. There we go. And hopefully she drops the catalyst, but it's not going to happen. As always, not going to happen. So the other cool thing about this, too, is if we go back to the 4-9 stage here, and this is hard difficulty again, we can see that it drops the Blazing Soul, but it also drops small stun badges. I've got 2 of those dropping here. And it also drops sharp spearheads for Lorena's catalyst option. So the next up here is kill 800 machinery. And this is one I don't really push until I'm ready to push, even though I did anyway. And you want to do this on somewhere in Chapter 2. I personally did Chapter 2-9. Just because it was easy to do and it was a ton of machines per. It took me a couple hours and I was basically done. It also drops these Rengar student IDs if you need it. I didn't get a single one dropping in that whole time. It also drops Path, Power Loop, Dream Circuit, Dreamtime Circuits, and Special Alarm Loop. So that's the stage I would do here, but honestly, basically any of the stages in Chapter 2 are going to be good for you. So maybe if there's a different catalyst you want to farm, that's what you should be doing. And I think we about covered it, right? That's it. Yeah, we can see here I'm 789 of 800, so I'm basically done. And we're there. That's all you need to do to get Yuna. And I just want to show you as well in PvP here. Again, I don't know how good she actually is, but if you look at the top rankings, you see that there's a ton of Yunas everywhere. There's 3 Yunas in the top 4 teams here, and the people at the top have access to everybody, so it's really showing that they are using Yuna here. And the further down we go, the less God, look at all those brawler Kens. We see a ton of Yunas and not as many Silks, so just keep that in mind. She's going to be useful, and I think she's going to be pretty good in hunts too. Anyways, I hope I covered everything for you here. I know a lot of people have been asking me where to farm this. I hope this helped you out. Let me know in the comments below if it did. If it didn't, let me know what I can change. Also, if you have any other ideas for videos, let me know in the description below as well. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye!